That kind of looks like the battle pass.
I was gonna say, that looks like the battle pass.
It does look like a battle pass.
Definitely a battle pass. That should look like a battle pass.
That's what I'm saying.
Google, show me these guys' balls.
Over the years, we've been introduced to a multitude of amazing art styles from Dragon Ball, and today, I want to rank between what I declare is the best Dragon Ball art style. Quick disclaimer, I will not be counting movies in this particular list, and I will not be counting Diana. It's very recent, very fresh compared to all the other art styles that have a complete arc. I get better kind of taste to the art style. This is the general art style criteria that I'll be going off for this particular list. I would, I guess, put it on the tier list or a spectrum or whatever on the end of the video. And yeah, here we go. Starting off with our top 5 list is the Goku Black art. Yes, I know some of y'all will crucify me. Why is this arc not higher than this arc? Just wait, just let me tell you why I say the Goku Black art is one of my favorite and also one of the more underrated arcs, okay? Many people think that Super kind of just looks the same throughout, all the arcs, alright? They'll probably watch the first arc, the Battle of Gods arc, and just think, oh, it doesn't get any better than this, which... no, that's not true. This is kind of the video that's kind of meant to express that, alright? And that's kind of the reason why I wanted to at least include the Goku Black arc first instead of like the Tournament of Power arc, because everybody knows that arc is beautiful, alright? That's kind of why I chose the Goku Black arc for top 5. It is a very nice arc when it comes to like the color palette. It is very foreboding, so to speak, especially with the first episodes. The intros really good. They really started really strong with the Goku Black arc, and the first encounter, not the first encounter with Goku and Goku Black, but like Goku and Trunks, that first fight. Ooh, very nice animation by Natoshi Shida. That is a very good first fight. And also very nice animation by Natoshi Shida. That is a very good first fight, and also the fight with Vegito and Fusamasu. I think that's one of the more underrated fights because the ending of that fight was very underwhelming. But we're not talking about quality of the arc here today. We're just talking about art style. Alright, and I just want to say this is a very nice, very pretty art style, and I really do love what they did with it. Maybe they could have toned down on like the super colorfulness of it, but we'll get on to another arc later down in this list to
Hey Piccolo, do you have a dick?
Coming in for my number 4 is the Buu arc. Okay, and I just want to say this is also a very pretty arc. I think this is where Dragon Ball Z kind of found its place as a very big heavy hitter in the anime realm. Alright, I feel like the art style of Dragon Ball Z kind of solidified its looks within this arc. It is a really nice looking arc, but my problem with this arc is that the movement is a lot less fluid than previous arcs mentioned, and also other arcs that are coming up that have better fluidity. Another thing that I would also like to highlight in the Buu arc is the 2 other scenes that I also just think that are magnificent. The first one that I want to highlight is the human extinction blast attack kind of thing that Super Buu does. I think that attack kind of not only sets the mood and the standard of how dangerous this certain character is how can I describe it? pretty but deadly. I don't have the proper words for it right now, but I'm pretty sure y'all can figure it out in the comment section or something.
Oh, check it out! Fireworks! Wait!
Behind you! Look!
Oh my god!
Coming in at third place, I am going to have to put the Shadow Dragon's arc from GT. Alright, now I'll be the first to say it. I don't really like GT. Alright, I kinda did when I was a kid, but then as time goes on, I'm just like, man, GT was not for me. But yeah, that's a story for another day. The art though, it is pretty good. It reminds me a lot of like a evolution of the Buu arc. The only difference here is that, you know, let's be honest, the movement is a little bit more stagnant and stiff compared to the Buu arc, but it does amplify, I'll say, the picture quality a bit higher than the Buu arc. Alright, so where the points were lost, there was some gain and then some forward on. Especially with the last scene of Goku's, you know, Universal Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb. You can't do that. Goku's Universal Spirit Bomb. God damn it, people gonna call me a fraud now. But nevertheless, this is one of my favorite art styles, regardless of my opinions on GT. And I will happily put it right here in third. And I might even bump it up higher. It really depends. It really depends. Alright, let's move on. Yeah, those are the only two arcs that I'm going to put you above. But still, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, I don't hate y'all that much, okay? I'm just saying, there's other shit.
This is going to be so cool!
The Cell Saga. Oh man, I can already hear the comments now. And I haven't even said my number one. But let me tell you, the Cell Saga really puts in that fluidity. It really puts in that intensity. I really like the color palette of the Cell Saga as well. It feels complete, so to speak, alright? I had gripes with, you know, early Dragon Ball Z art styles. You know, the Saiyan Saga was a little iffy in my opinion, and the Frieza Saga was getting there, so to speak. But like the Cell Saga, ooh, it was crispy. It was crispy. And then the fluidity and the fights, the Goku versus Cell, ooh, that's a good fight right there. The father-son Kamehameha, it just has that fluidity. I love it. The only problem is with the Cell Saga is it doesn't hit my picture quality needs. I just love raw colors that are just mashed well together, okay? And whenever I go back and look at the Cell Saga, it's like, you know, it's good, it's nice, but like, sometimes I want more color, sometimes I want less color. It's all about that matching and mixing and everything, the finesse of it, okay? And I feel like there's just one arc that does not the best in every category, but like good enough in every single category where I will crown it as my number one for today. And y'all can bully me in the comments to see if I'll change my mind, but I highly doubt it. Number one is Tournament of Power. If you know me, yeah, you already knew this list is going to be a bias. I mean, to be fair, like, all top 10 lists are going to be biased. But at the very least, I can explain to you why I chose the Tournament of Power as my number one pick. Alright? Now first off, I want to talk about picture quality. And I just want to say, my god, has Dragon Ball Super came so far from what it used to look like, alright? Ooh, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, those were some dark days. And then we now have the picture quality, I will say that it's really good. It's just a really good image quality. Would I consider it the best out of all the animated series excluding OG and excluding movies? Maybe, but that's a story for another day. Alright? And then we also gotta talk about fluidity, okay? The fluidity quality of Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power arc is really good, alright? Especially whenever we get any of Natoshi Shida. If y'all didn't know, I love Natoshi Shida, alright? Especially when we get moments from him, it just looks magical, alright? And then there's other key moments of the Tournament of Power. I do not know who they're animated by. I don't think it's Natoshi Shida. It doesn't look like his art style, but there are other moments of the Tournament of Power that I'm just looking at and I'm just like, damn! And I just gotta say, it's a very nice art style that I don't feel like enough people are appreciating and talking about it. Alright? A beautifully done art style, and I feel like that is like the pinnacle of what Dragon Ball Super fuck, Dragon Ball Soup. Anywho, it is what I thought should have been the pinnacle, or really the starting point of Dragon Ball Super. It is a nice color palette, very fluid, and like, you know, sparkly effects. Ooh, those are also pretty good. And I mean, just like, there are so many great moments that are used with this art style. It's just, it's one of my favorites, hands down. Essentially, there you have it. That's my top 5 list of best Dragon Ball art styles. I will probably be doing another video, including movies and Dayama, you know, tagging on all the other extras and stuff, you know, because like, those are special projects, so to speak. But then besides that, I'm also working on, I'm running a little test experiment to kind of gauge what the community likes most. Like, what I mean by that is, which series do they like the most, and I'm going to be running a couple of polls on that, okay? Yeah, see you ladies.